Alright, we're at the range, zeroing in some 105 grain TVK ammunition loaded by Grendel Armory and the Starline brass that my buddy Denny provided the bullets for, and Grendel Armory loaded up for me. So I've already made one adjustment. We're going to try for the center of the neck shot, see how it is on elevation. Windage was good previously, but elevation was slightly off.
And I will be sighting in using a Wave Atris 635 V2. It's a 640 resolution thermal weapon sight.
Alright, here we go.
The zero turned out good.
2740 is the velocity, and we'll go check the zero.
And the average velocity was 2,747 feet per second. Now what I want to do right now is show you my hunting rig. I get asked about this occasionally. So of course on top I have the Wave Atris 635 V2. And the reason why I don't usually show my hunting rig on YouTube videos is because YouTube does not like it when you show the thermal weapon sight on the rifle itself. They consider it a modification to the rifle, and that is not good. Now on the side of the rifle I have my
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
And that is all mounted on my TX15 multi-purpose carbine enhanced from Lone Star Armory in 6.5 Grendel with the Silencer Co. Omega suppressor. And that's all going to be standing on top of my new tripod and ball head. Now neither of these are sponsored items. The first is a 2Vets no-name V2 tripod, inverted tripod, and it is stable as can be. It cost a lot of money, but it works very well. Good kit is often very expensive. I have mounted on top of that a Zeiss Z60 ball head. This is a really unique ball head, and I like the way it works. Take a look at this. Most of the ball is exposed with just a C-clamp clamping it down, and it's got that great big handle on the left-hand side that you can tighten down and loosen, and you can even pre-tension the ball head if you like. This thing is rock solid, and it is absolutely fantastic. I'll be talking more about this in the future. Once again, not a sponsored item.
Alright, we have pigs. Gonna start our stalk.
Carpe Sus, when hunting up in North Texas. I'm at the Beaver Lake property, and I've got hogs out there in the hayfield, and the hay is up, and also there are patches of Johnson grass that is up, and it's acting like blinds, occluding my view from the hogs.
I got busted.
I actually didn't get busted, but the hogs are moving away from me. They can't see or hear me, but they're just going about their business, and I'm losing them in the Johnson grass. So now I'm on my hand scanner and I'm moving up to get into a better position. Now the reason why I've included the skip ahead shot sequences times is because I'm going to include virtually all the video from these hunts except for the parts where I'm making my stalks. And so if you just want to skip ahead and avoid some of the chitter chatter, go right ahead. Those are the times that you see right there. And I can barely make out the hogs underneath the tree right there.
There they go.
And they're moving on to the neighbor's property.
They are on the other property.
And I do not have permission to hunt there. However, for some reason, I decided that I would go ahead and hang around and see if maybe something developed. And here's where it looks like the last of them are going through the fence. There they go. Well, I hung around for a while, and the hogs appeared to come back onto my side of the property. So obviously I hope to be getting a shot at one of these hogs, but because of the high grass and especially because of the Johnson grass that's occluding my view, I'm planning on only taking a shot at one hog, watching where it falls, going and collecting it and calling it a night for this property. But that's not what's going to happen, and it's going to turn out better and worse than expected. Alright, you can hear the safety's gone off. I'm getting ready to shoot, or so I think. But I haven't decided which hog I want to take. I can't tell the sex of any of the hogs because I can't see the underside of any of them to tell what parts they do and do not have. So the goal is just to pick out a larger one, take the shot, watch it go down, and make sure I can recover it so that I'm not a problem for the hayman. The hayman does not want to hay up pigs with his bales of hay. So here I'm watching the hogs line up, hoping that I can get a pass through and get a twofer. We're at 180 yards. And here we go. Nice hit. Hog goes right down. The rest of them run off to the left towards the creek, which I expected. And this one lollygags about. And I decided I'm going to shoot it. I connect. And all the other hogs that were running towards the creek come running back, and I'm not going to resist shooting them. And there I couldn't quite pivot fast enough to keep up with him, had to reposition. Down he goes. Down that one goes.
Where's my truck?
And I don't want to shoot the truck. That's my only ride home. You can hear the impacts. That one makes it into the creek. And that one gets hit and hit again, and it drops into the creek, dropping probably about 15 or 20 feet down to the bottom as I pan back looking for hogs over an arc of about 230 degrees, and I've got hogs scattered everywhere.
Oh boy.
Which is exactly what I did not want to have happen. In high grass, safety's back on, and I can't see any of them. This is going to be terrible.
Alright, hogs down.
Well, I came back the next day and only found 4 of them. The weights are completely estimated. This is a 100-pound female, 100-pound gilt, 150-pound boar, and then finally about a 125-pound boar, and I did not check the creek.
Alright, hogs are about 241 yards.
And I cut off the video there because the rest of the video is just me shooting at hogs at 260 to 300 yards that I'm not connecting with. As you saw, I was using Kentucky windage and elevation, and my shot was a little bit lower than expected and a little bit off to the right, but the Sierra TVK 105 did an excellent job, and the hog went right down where I shot it, no problem. Same property, a little while later, wind has died down, and the reason why I'm here is for these 2 piglets.
Those are tiny little shoats. The landowner says they're piglets with racing stripes still, so we're gonna go after them. Oh, it's daylight, and these will allow the landowner to get within about 20 feet before they get skittish, so I'm gonna try to walk up to the fence and shoot them.
Obviously not quite close enough here, and I've got a problem with the fence wires, so I'm going to go ahead and move. And I get to my next point, and there are the piglets. I scan for any other animals. Now they are on horizon almost, but not quite. I'm not happy with the shot. I'm a little too close to the house. I want to be shooting away from the house, so I move one more time. I've got the house off to the right. The piglets know I'm there, and I'm just going to wait for them to cross, and I'm going to shoot between the wires of the fence. Just like that.
Twofer.
Came away with a male and female piglet, about 10 pounds each. Moving on to July 11th, 3 ponds property. We've got a nice little sounder amongst the cattle.
Alright, we got a few piggies.
So they're moving down below the hillside, so I need to move up to get a view looking down upon them, which I've done right here. So not an ideal shooting situation. Got the pigs mixed in with the cattle, so I'm going to move and try to change my position. And here's where I've gotten set up, but it's going to take a while before I shoot, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video. Just waiting for the hogs to possibly move into place. I'm hoping they're going to move out to the left. I'm going to be able to get multiple shots at multiple hogs, but they're being slow in making this transition. As you can see, the hogs, as they move away, they go into some low spots and they can actually disappear on you in this field. So what do you think about the size of the hogs? I know they're smaller hogs, but I figure the big ones are about 100 pounds, 120 pounds. The little ones, or the mid-sized ones, are about 80 pounds, and the little ones are about 15 or 20 pounds. In reality, it turns out they're probably all smaller than that. Alright, back to regular speed. 60 yards. Small one in the back. He goes down.
Grab my cattle.
And that one goes down. I was worried the cattle were going to run into the shots, and I did not want to have that happen. That one goes running away, and that's all the piggies. So I came away with a 40-pound boar as my opener, followed up by a 35-pound gilt, and that did it for my night.
Super.
Carpe sus, my friends.